And we are live. Happy Monday here with Miss Lauren Oxley. Thank you for joining me on the podcast.
Always happy to be here with you, Sav.
Yeah, we've had, November 10th, first of all. I feel like I open up every podcast being like, I can't believe the date is what it is, but I'm kind of shocked by how fast the year is going. And how fast this training cycle is gone. We only have one more week, this week of training, and the next week we retest all of our baseline workouts, and then it'll be the holidays.
Yeah, it is crazy. We are in Q4. Like we just had our Q3 team meeting, and yeah, the Mondays just seem to come quick. Like they are just flying by. Once we hit like Fall Fest and Halloween and our All-Star cycle, we're already planning our awards night and year-end celebration and stuff. So
yeah, it's exciting. I'm really happy we did the Ox 50 challenge. Shout out to the people that are left. We have 4 people still competing for their top spot, 50 days, 5 habits. But I think this whole cycle, this whole season has really been about that, just like building good habits, getting into the gym, building a routine that's sustainable. And then that way, when we start 2026, we're ready to set some goals and just start attacking it. And I kind of feel like even outside the gym, that's kind of the buzz, the applications coming in to work with us, the people that we meet at the farmer's market, everybody is asking about strength training and do they need it? And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today with you, because you and I love to talk about it.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. I feel like we're always like, did you listen to this? Did you read that?
Yeah.
You put so much hard work into our programming, Sav, and it's so intentional. And it's been fun watching our athletes, repeat and do a lot of these like all-star workouts that we've had throughout the year because they're so effective. Mm-hmm. And man, I'm so passionate about, the progress that athletes see throughout the cycle and the intention in the programming with the strength training that you create, and then getting to see athletes PRing baseline week because they had done, one of these like baseline workouts, at the start of the year. But anyways, yes, taking a step back, I am super passionate about helping men and women with their strength training, but primarily women. And in this season that I'm at, I'm really like dialing in like my workout plan and my nutrition and everything, because I'm in a new season for myself. When women reach their 30s and 40s, they start to experience these changes in their bodies, their shifts in their hormones. And the most effective method of fitness to combat these symptoms and these effects of perimenopause and menopause that we're about to enter is strength training. We naturally start to enter a season where our body feels new to us. We're losing muscle mass. We're losing bone density. Down the road, we're going to be experiencing a higher risk of dementia and osteoporosis. And the most effective thing is strength training. It's exactly what we do here at OxFit, because we can start now in our 30s and 40s, in the most important decade of our average client's life. Most of our athletes come to us between their 30s and 40s. You can still start to combat these effects in your 50s as well, by building muscle, by building bone strength, by showing up and lifting heavy, doing our programming 3 to 4 times a week, if not more. You're going to start to beat those symptoms, reverse those symptoms, and build muscle for life, for longevity. So yeah, it's really cool to see our programming, how it helps support athletes in this time. Whether you're in your 20s, start now, but if you're 30, 40, 50, it's not too late, to build muscle and find that hour in your day.
Yeah.
To put some weights.
Yeah. I love that you said it's never too late, because it's not. We have, I was talking to someone the other day about how, I've never done this type of training before. I don't know I don't know if I'm ready. Like, I don't know if I could handle it. And just the way our classes are, I mean, all of our athletes know we're extremely beginner friendly. The coaches are so knowledgeable and so used to having someone brand new walk through the door and walk them through class. By the end of your first week or 2 weeks at OxFit, you know how to deadlift, you know how to do a back squat, you know how to choose what weights you're going to, do for the workout. So it's never too late to start. And that's kind of what we're here for, to help you do that. And the work you put in now, you're going to see the effects for the rest of your life. So if you have, young kids or kids in school, what you do with your body now is going to determine whether or not you can play with your grandkids, or you can pick them up, or you can go on vacation or ride bikes or go for walks with your family. So I think, if you're a parent, and I say this without children, I know it's hard, but if you think you're doing the best thing for your kids by not taking care of yourself to pour more into them, it's only going to backfire later. The best thing you can do for you and for your family is to build strength, and that's going to lead to, this health span, a longevity of your health.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And like you said, I mean, busy parents, it's hard to find that hour in their day, but it is the most important thing to make yourself a better parent, to give back to your kids. You'll show up with more energy. You'll show up, with a better mood, more, you'll sleep better at night because you're pushing your body, and creating a stress in your body that's going to help you relax and reduce cortisol levels. And so there's just so many benefits to finding that hour in your day. And it doesn't have to be, 5-6 days a week. Like the more I'm learning and reading about, these experts that are studying, the benefits of strength training in the 30-year-olds and above, it does not have to be more than 3-4 days a week. Recovery is important too, but make the most of that hour when you do show up. And make it strength training, like come and do OxFit or another type of, hybrid fitness program like ours that includes strength training, and not just, strength training where you're going like at a moderate, volume and heart rate throughout the workout. Like OxFit programs so that you're going to change your body. It's a stimulus that's actually going to change your body, break down muscle, help you build muscle, help increase your VO2 max. Like that's the way that you're going to combat these effects of aging. And this is for men and women, like men also experience like loss of hormones and testosterone changes, et cetera. It's just more drastic for women because our estrogen literally like tanks all of a sudden. And we've had this hormone for all of our majority of our lives. And all of a sudden we go through perimenopause and menopause and our estrogen levels drop and our body fat starts to increase and we don't know why, and our mood changes, our sleep changes. And the answer is strength train. It is show up for an hour and lift heavy and do our sprint interval workouts. If you come to those 3 times a week, you will start to combat those effects and feel better and maybe not like actually lose like a ton of weight if you're in that like big hormonal fluctuation stage, where you're literally in the start of perimenopause. You might not like be able to shrink yourself, but why would you want to do that anyways?
Right.
Like, why would you want to do that? Let's add muscle. Let's get strong. You can still build bone too, so that you break a hip when you're 70. Like, so, I mean, take advantage of that hour and come make it an hour that's going to help you down the road. I know there's a space for Pilates and yoga and spin classes and everything like that. They're fun, but they're not actually going to provide enough of a stimulus to change your muscle fibers and, strengthen your bones. So
no, definitely. And it's, kind of speaking to we are busy. It's not realistic to say that for the rest of your life, you're going to work out 4 days a week. You're never going to miss a week. You're never going to miss a day. That's not true. You're going to go on vacation. You're going to get sick. Your kids are going to get sick. You're going to move and miss 2 weeks of your workouts. All of those things happen to everyone.
Yeah.
But when you have the foundation of strength training, you're going to be reaping the benefits of that even outside of the gym. So, I mean, your muscle is metabolically active tissue and it burns calories at rest. So if your foundation for exercise is lifting weights, interval training, the mix of all the things that we do at OxFit, you're going to be burning calories, burning fat before your workout, after your workout, and it's going to be even easier to get back into the gym. Versus if your exercise is going for a 20-minute jog every other day, if you miss that for a week, you're going to feel like you've never worked out before whenever you come back because that doesn't stick with you. You don't have a foundation.
So good. Yeah. Muscle is the answer to everything. It is literally the number one thing that you need to be doing if you're over 30 is focusing on building muscle. And the payoff is going to be huge. Like you might not understand, right now the benefits, but when you're 70 and 80 and you're able to continue doing what you want to do and enjoy your grandkids, and not worry about falling and breaking your hip, because the chances of you not living beyond a year after breaking a hip when you're over 70 is very slim. But if your bones are strong enough that you can recover from that, then, you can go into those stages of life feeling confident and good. So,
you will get the results that you want. So I know that, like, for me, what I hear a lot is, people say, the only way I lose weight is if I run. I don't lose weight if I lift weights. The only way I look good and I feel good is if I, do that hour-long spin class and I'm absolutely destroyed afterwards.
Yeah.
And I think we just have to, constantly be fighting that instant gratification that we get from certain types of workouts. I mean, I think there's a time and a place. There are days that at OxFit, we have a very cardio-focused workout. And it's great for your heart. It's great to, throw in to test your endurance, but it's not great for the everyday. So my answer, because I did some research, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to discount that people say that because they're kind of right. Like, I agree. I feel skinny after I, go for a long run and I come home, but that's because running is just a huge glycogen and water dump after you get done running. You're sweating it all out. You're burning all these calories. Your body's going to replenish those. And then the next day, you're going to look and feel exactly the same. So going back to what I said about, it doesn't work for you after the workout. Don't get tricked by that instant gratification of, oh, I look and feel amazing, because it's not going to last. We need that foundation of muscle to give us that toned, lean appearance that you want. That's only going to come if you have muscle underneath. It's not going to come from just air or whatever we think is happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Muscle helps, like you said, burn calories, even when you're not in the gym working out. Like the muscle that you have just sitting down, while you're at work is going to help continue to burn calories. And if you don't have muscle, then you're going to struggle in those later stages of perimenopause and menopause with energy levels, mood changes. You're going to increase your body fat percentages because you don't have enough muscle to support these fluctuations in hormones, and become more insulin sensitive too when your estrogen tanks. And what that does, right, is it causes you to put more body fat on. And you need that muscle mass to support those changes. So yeah, you're totally right. And I hate that the skinny stage is like back in too. I mean, what happened to strong is the new skinny, right? Like,
it's crazy how things come in trends, because it's like, it's just so, you look at social media and like what it's feeding you. And I feel like a few years ago, everyone kind of looked like me. It was like celebrating people that use their bodies to play sports or to climb a mountain or like whatever you were trying to do. And now it's like, I can get Ozempic delivered to my house because I have a pesky 5 pounds that I want to lose that I probably don't need to lose. I just need to build some more muscle and eat a little bit cleaner. And I guarantee you the scale is not going to change because it never does, but your body composition will completely change.
Absolutely. Yeah. As a mom right now of a little girl, it is a challenging time because I'm getting blasted, by Instagram and ads and my Facebook feed with all of these, studies about Ozempic and GLPs and peptides. And, I believe there's a place for them, for people that are struggling in HRT and et cetera. But yeah, as a mom of a little girl right now, I am really trying to just keep the body image, about strong is better than skinny. Don't shrink yourself. Be big, be confident, be proud of our bodies, because I do not want Mia growing up in a world where she's constantly, judging herself and looking in the mirror and feeling bad about the size of her clothes. And I felt like that when I was in high school, like I thought I was always the girl with the thick thighs because I played soccer and built muscle when I was really young. And back then it was all about being small. And then that changed to strong is the new skinny. And I feel like we've taken a step back lately with where we are in like the sociocultural world right now. And moms, let's be better for our sons and daughters, right? Like, let's educate our sons as well, but let's just be better and not judge ourselves in this season and show up to the gym, lift heavy, be proud of what our bodies can do rather than what the scale says.
Yeah, I think, you said it great. I would love for everyone in, our neighborhood or everywhere to find a place, come to Oxfit, find a place like Oxfit that can give you that foundation of strength, the foundation of muscle, where I respect anyone that wants to lose weight or change their body or fit into a lower pant size. That's amazing. But it's always going to come from a place of, how can I make you stronger? How can I make you healthier? And how can I show you that doing those two things can make you look and feel great in the way you want to look and feel?
Yeah. Amazing.
Dang, I'm getting fired up, Lauren.
Woo, I know. I'm ready to retest now. Let's go. I can't wait for our all-star liftoff next week.
It's going to be awesome. I think it's going to get a lot of people pumped for the actual liftoff, which, if you're watching, coming up at the end of our new year training cycle. So in March, we're going to be working towards that heavy deadlift, back squat, and bench press, which you guys know we train those lifts or a version of those lifts every single week. So we're lifting a lot of weights. We're getting people real strong, and we'll see it on Monday for sure.
Yeah.
All right, great. Do you have anything else to add? Just drop some knowledge on these people, or you think you said your piece?
Yeah, I think that was what I wanted to get across. I mean, to reiterate, I guess, real quick, like, if you're a woman in your 30s and 40s and you're starting to feel any sort of symptoms coming on of perimenopause, if you're in your 40s and 50s and you're in menopause, the answer is strength training. It does not have to be with Oxfit. Find a gym, buy yourself some dumbbells, and do some lifting at home, but start combating the effects. It's not too late. And start lifting heavy, start getting your heart rate up. And if you need some support, I would love to help you on your journey. Email Lauren at ox.fit.
Right on. All right. You heard her. Email Lauren, ox.fit. You can email me, sav at ox.fit. The workouts are written. The coaches are clocked into class. We're ready to go. So all you need to do is show up, walk through the doors. Whether you've ever picked up a dumbbell, barbell or not, we will show you how. We will keep you safe, and we will get you strong. So happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Let's go, guys.